Hello everyone, I'm Liu Yizhe. Today I would like to introduce an innovative intelligent cloud network solution, the Slice ID based network slicing solution. As industry digital transformation ramps up, more and more industries and enterprise customers choose to access the intelligent cloud network, giving rise to different SLA requirements. To meet these requirements, carriers hope to isolate diverse services on a single physical network. But how can this be achieved? This is where the Slice ID based network slicing solutions come. Through collaboration among network management plane, control plane, and the forwarding plane, this solution enables the creation of multiple private networks atop one network. These private networks can provide isolated network resources and guarantee service SLAs, meeting customers' differentiated service requirements. In this solution, a globally unique Slice ID is encapsulated into the IPv6 hop-by-hop option header and used to identify a network slice with reserved resources. Now, let's take a closer look at the key technologies involved in this solution from the perspectives of forwarding plane, control plane, and the management plane. First, in the forwarding plane, a hardware resource isolation technology is used to partition the physical interface resources of a network device, enabling a network slice to have independent Slice ID identified hardware resources. Currently, three hardware resource isolation technology are available: FlexE, channelized sub-interface, and the Flex channel. Customers can select one of these based on their service requirements and network conditions. Let me briefly introduce each one. First, FlexE. It can strictly isolate physical resources to ensure bandwidth and reduce the latency impact between different slices to less than 10 microseconds. Second, channelized sub-interface. A channelized sub-interface provides a sub-interface management entity for flexibly configuring interface bandwidth, guaranteeing service bandwidth. Plus, the channelized sub-interface supports ETH-trunk. By allowing the deletion or addition of member interfaces, ETH-trunk can keep the total slice bandwidth unchanged through dynamic adjustment of its member link bandwidth. And finally, Flex channel is generally used for point-to-point services. Flex channel does not provide any management entity. As such, slice resource creation need to be driven by tunnel or service creation. Now, let's turn to the network slicing control plane technologies. In this plane, a controller computes SRv6 policy path in a slice topology and delivers path information to devices for processing. Using Slice ID simplifies slice configurations and facilitates elastic slice scaling on SRv6 networks. In this Slice ID-based slicing solution, there's no need to configure an IP address for each slice interface. Instead, the slice interfaces reduce the IP address of the main interface. To compute paths in a slice topology, a controller first obtains the network slice topology. For this, it needs to perform a comprehensive computation on both the physical topology involving the main interface and the logical topology involving the slice ID. When forwarding a data packet carrying a Slice ID, a device first searches its routing table for an outbound interface based on the destination IP address of the packet, and then determine the slice resources used for packet forwarding based on the Slice ID. The Slice ID-based network slicing solution reduces the routing pressure on the network and significantly improves the number of slices that can be deployed. Let's now turn our attention to the network slicing management plane. The controller iMaster NCE-IP is used in this plane to implement full life cycle management of the network slicing solution, including network slicing planning, deployment, maintenance, and optimization. Slice planning refers to planning and designing network slices based on the network capacity and the service's characteristics. Such work includes providing slice bandwidth and defining link types. Slice deployment means deploying a network based on intent. Slice maintenance means responding to and rectifying faults or errors promptly through monitoring and checking the running status of network slices. And finally, the slice optimization means optimizing and adjusting network slices after analyzing their running status, traffic, and quality, thereby ensuring the network runs properly. The Slice ID-based slicing solution is classified into single-layer slicing and hierarchical slicing. The single-layer slicing solution uses the Slice ID-based FlexE or channelized sub-interface technology to provision slice services for different industries. Each slice is configured with an unique Slice ID. Let's look at an example. A carrier uses FlexE to implement network slicing. The slice with Slice ID 1 and the bandwidth 3 gigabit per second is used as the healthcare industry slice to carry related services, and that with Slice ID 2 and the bandwidth 2 gigabit per second is used as the education slice to carry related services. In this way, services of different industries are isolated, and their bandwidth is strictly guaranteed. The hierarchical slicing solution creates sub-slices within an industry slice to provide differentiated services for different customers in the same industry. In this solution, the main slice, known as the industry slice, uses the FlexE or channelized sub-interface technology, while the sub-slices uses the Flex channel technology. Note that a unique slice ID needs to be configured for each main slice and each sub-slice. Let's look at another example. A carrier uses the channelized sub-interface technology to provide a 3 gigabit per second bandwidth slice for the healthcare industry. Within the slice, the carrier also uses Flex channel to create a 100 megabit per second bandwidth sub-slice for a specific hospital. This enables the hospital to enjoy dedicated bandwidth resources and low latency, without being affected by services of other hospitals, which are carried by the main slices. To sum up, the Slice ID-based network slicing solution helps carrier tap into vertical industries and explore the huge addressable market. The slicing technologies enable one network infrastructures to provide differentiated guarantee for multiple services, reducing network construction investment. We believe that the Slice ID-based network slicing solution will boost network services development and facilitate digital transformation of various industries. That's all for today. Thank you.